Don't run in the holes. ممنوع الجري في الأسياب مفروض. نروح نسلم على البريدرن، أخواننا السليذريين. واو بس الموسيقى حقت استرخاء.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
That new fifth year.
Must be different. Starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from. He hates children.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night?
أنا سبيشل حبيبي.
Starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone.
أوه مديك تاكل بسكوتة. Nice interactions.
Why would Black want to be headmaster of Hogwarts? Of course, I'm not sure what job he'd actually be good at.
Perhaps something at Azkaban.
هات بسكوت ثانية. نروح نتعرف على أول صديق لنا.
That is not helpful.
سيباستيان.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was exciting.
It was dreadful,
كانت
certainly,
أحمس.
but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
بدي أعرف إيش قاعد
What
يقرأ.
book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
تفهمني ندور على نفس السبيل شكلنا. إيش
Are you
قصدك؟
saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
أنا أعرف وش أبغى وأنت تعرف أنا وش أبغى، وأنا أعرف أنت وش تبغى. أصدقائنا الثانيين خلينا نشوف مين هم. سيباستيان.
Might want to think that again.
شطرنج جوي.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate.
Told you.
ميلدا.
They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years.
I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
والله ما أدري. ودي أكون لطيف معكم بأنكم my brethren يعني
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can
يعني
teach you
المفروض
more
ما
than
أكون
Pagawa
طيب.
ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
لا
Are
أبغى
you a
تشيس.
keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
لا ما نبغى نسألك عن طيران.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
باي باي ميلدا. لازم نلعب جيم شطرنج. أومينوس.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year.
ما يقدر
I'm
يشوف ولا
Ominous.
نتخيل.
Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
I do like to make an
Well,
entrance.
if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're
لازم يكون
definitely
عندي
in the right
دخول
house. Do let me know
مناسب.
if I can be of any help as you
قدراتي.
navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
بس انا اتخيل اللي هو ما يقدر يشوف. ما نبي ميرميد.
Were you expecting to be sorted into
بس لو
Slytherin?
توقع
Most
انكم
certainly.
سليذرين.
My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the four
Ooh.
founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
وانت طيب. ها؟
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
خداعهم يا.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to
سليذرين
meet you.
يا.
Pleasure was
كثير.
all mine. Don't be a stranger.
عن شكلك يا الله
Is the
توقعت
new
اطيب
fifth
ما
year
اتوقع.
Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
احسن واحدة إميلدا. يبغالنا نلعب جيم شطرنج. عشان اعلمك السليذرين. تخطيط السليذريني. كيف صارت هناك؟ اوه فوق. سبرنت. اوه سي كريتشر، سي مونستر، سي سيربنت. والله جميل المكان. درينكيتين مان.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind.
I mean, it's
Especially
filled.
as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
كتاب خاص فيني. اوه شكلها بتدخل براسي. اوكي.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally
يعني هذا حق
valuable
المشينات.
resource.
Thank you, Miss
Thank you,
Weasley.
Professor, but what do
Professor
you mean
Weasley.
it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have.
Yes.
Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
يلا بينا.
This way.
في شيء هنا. صندوق.
I certainly
House
would have
chest.
appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the
أقدر
guide
أحط
will
فيه
also
أشياء.
train you to be alert to your surroundings.
بروفيسور wait for me كنت استكشف. اوه سكر الباب.
The guide
عشان ما
will give you
يدخلوا أحد إلا
opportunities to
السليذرين.
practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
بروفيسور نسيت كلمة السر.
Do keep up.
ايش كانت كلمة السر؟
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and
Revelio.
see what details the field guide can provide?
اوه فتحنا تحدي. اوكي هذا الليفل التحديات. اوكي لازم نفتح التحديات. اوكي هنا التحديات اللي تطلع لنا. interesting. مثير للاهتمام I guess.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities
إن شاء الله
like
يعطونا
that,
لبس حلو أو مكان
inside
نقدر
and
نغير فيه.
outside of the castle.
لما نقرب منه يفتح خلاص. تقدرين تركضين. الحين لومينوس.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
اوكي الشباب يفتح الماب. تبغى سنترال كاسل. دقيقة The library. اوكي جرين هاوس. وهنا سنترال هول مو سنترال كاسل. اوكي تراب المربع. استخدم فلو فليم.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
مشكلتي مع الاسماء.
Revelio.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
I was trapped on the grand staircase.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today.
هذا أحلى شيء.
And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
Defense Against the Dark Arts هذا كلاس المفروض يطلع شرير آخر شيء.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
خلي الدارك آرتس آخر شيء. خلينا نعرف
What will I
الشارم.
learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard and a talented teacher.
طبعا آخر شيء وأهم
Can you
شيء.
tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Thank you,
شكراً،
Professor
شكراً.
Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn.
شكلي بسميك جدة
Happily,
جدة
your
جدة روم.
professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's
المنتور
more to
حقي
the story than a search for
فنان
belongings
طبعاً.
and an extended trip up to the castle.
ان شاء الله يكون اقوى بعد. ايش تبغى هي بالضبط؟ دقيقة قاعد اسولف وما ركزت. خلينا نقول ما في شيء الحين.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig.
مو بديفل يا اخي، بروفيسور
Your ears
منتور
must have been
حقي.
burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And
شكرا تراك
invaluable
طولت
to me,
السالفة. يلا
as I'll be
حريني.
using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
بروفيسور.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
وريني أحب سبيلز. طيب هنا في مهمة وهنا في مهمة، بس توقعوا كان يبغى شيء ثاني. اوكي خلينا نبدأ بذا.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
اوكي. اوه. كويستس. طيب هذا تشارمز ديفنس اجينست ذا دارك ارتس. ايوه هذا الاول. يمدينا من هنا نغير اللبس. قفاز. اوه نقدر نشيل نظارة او نحط داخلين على دي احلى. عندنا طاقية. نشوف اللبس الباقي. اوه سكارف جوي والعباية ما عندنا الا ذي. واللي تحت ما عندنا الا ذا، بس السكارف حلو. لقينا شال جميل. انفنتوري تونا ما في شيء. كويستس هذا هذا اللي فتح لنا القفاز. يلا ومن هنا Defense against the dark arts class. اوه مطر ضباب. اوه يا الاجواء. اوه يا هوجوارتس. اسمع الهواء. درينكتين مان. لا خلنا نتمشى. ايش ذا عيون؟ واو
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
سليذرين جلد
You may
عشان
be
احنا
asking yourself how an
أفضل.
old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
والله
One thing
شكلها ما
I've
راح تطلع
learned as an
شريرة أبدا.
unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
يلا ايزي. تعلمت ليفيوسو كذا.
Levioso.
فن. وارمي الريشة.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
أوه. ايش رايك بالشال حقي الجديد؟
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
جلد. عنصر المفاجأة مفيد.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
يلا انزل يا سباستيان.
Leviosa, I know.
This can't be your first.
اجلد.
Let's just say
All my students for this day. How do you join my students?
Leviosa.
بس
Your opponent decides to attack or defend yourself.
طيرك برا.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
هو
If
سليذرين
what I've
بعد لو
seen
فاز كان
today is
اخذنا
any
النقاط.
indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
ثانك يو
All
بروفيسور نسيت
right.
اسمك.
That's enough spectacle for one day.
أوه.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
وين نبي نلعب شطرنج؟
You dueled Sebastian.
Nice work.
انت المفروض انك
I
الفنان.
enjoyed that.
Well, that
طيرتك.
duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again,
تذكر مو الوان
perhaps
حقي
this
بعد.
wasn't your first duel.
My wand? He never used
In
my
fact, it
wand.
was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
جوي.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep
كلها
that in
جوي
mind.
ولا كان
Good.
حطوني
Pleasure
هافلبوف
chatting with you. I'm
ولا
sure I'll see you soon.
جريفندور.
Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for
هناك
Luke and
ما في
Brattleby near the clock
بروفيسور
tower entrance,
ينقذك.
if you're interested. Till next time.
Till next time. سيباستيان. خلينا نشوف الريورد اللي عطونا اياه. ما عطونا هدايا. نوب. طيب حان وقت التشارمز كلاس. يا الموسيقى. شوف كيف قاعد احرك موسيقى بالوان. اوه هنا في حد قاعد يعزف.
Harry Pippin certainly steered me right with that green cleaner potion. These potion shops
Ooh.
are fine in London, I reckon.
ابي شاي.
I should have known better than to buy something from a child.
اقدر اشرب شاي.
Little scallywag. Golden, I said it was. More like the work I left. Stuff disappeared.
يختار الاغنية اهنيك. اوه المطر يا اخي كان حلو. بس جو اوه وش ذا؟ اوه ناس تطير، ابي اطير. Level locked.
Oh, not again! Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you praxia mole?
شبح ذا.
As long as we're only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory. Not for the meek. He's
كنا بيعطيك
late. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp. Sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms. So I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swing.
Whee! شوف اللي يطيرون. اوه
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
اصبر خلينا نشوف وش ذا.
Can I help you?
لوكن وش تسوي انت؟
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I
حق
coordinate
الفندور
duels
ذا.
for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then
نزل
you've come to the
مقامه.
right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
أكيد.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
أوه طبعا I'm
Get me
ready.
in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
يلا سباق خلينا نشوف.
We'll make you regret signing up.
يتحاربون السلذريين. إيه. اوه استرب. اوه اعطاني سبوت. اوه يلا سباستيان افزعني كلكم علي.
There goes my wager.
اي عطها. سليذرين اعلى مستوى اقوى محاربين.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought.
عندك مستقبل واعد يا الولد الصغير. ايه الغلام. اوه كنا نتحرك الا والله. اوه قال لي اوه في قطوة. مياو. اوه كيوت. والله فيها تفاصيل مو طبيعية. مياو. ضيعنا الكلاس تونا مستجدين.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here! Behind you! There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student.
ولس
Have you
نيتي.
met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months
أنا أعرف
must have
الديول
really
بس
taken
ما
a
أعرف
toll on you all.
المعلومات يعني
By
ماني
the looks of it,
بالدرجة دي
you all
دافون.
spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
يلا كل واحد مكانه. بسرعة شوف.
Accio.
Nice.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a
أنا مو
lot of
متفاجئ.
potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
رحلة في أول يوم.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
تفهم اللي برياض. جيب لنا كويدج. أوه.
So why don't we have our newest students start us off?
يلا.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the players and relinquish your charm. Excellent control there. Now, think of this like gobstones, but instead of throwing... Splendid!
اوه لا تطيح اوه بس
That's it.
50.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
طالب بإعادة، ما عرفت الطريقة في البداية.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
لازم نهزم الجريفندوريين. على طول بجيب 50. الله يستر. والحين دوري. لا 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 جلد.
Excellent.
يمكن يسقون بعض عشان كذا نحرك. والحين بس عندي فكرة شريرة بعدين. لا 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 الخطة السليذرينية. تعلم مني الشر. حرام لم تزبط معنا.
Well done.
لم تزبط معنا. خسرنا من الجريفندوريين، هم اصلا يغشون دائما.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
صناديق متحرك.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go. That is how it's done.
خليني اوريك انا كيف تتسوى. ايوه هذه هي. اسحبها بقوة. والله اني وسخ. الضحكة الشريرة.
There we go.
هذيك مرة ما ضبطت، هذه المرة بتضبط. اصبر. الآن. حرام لعلي دفيتها بزيادة. زي أنا دخلت الخمسين. ايزي. نحاول ما نخرب ذي، ولا أقول لك بس لا بدفها كذا. يمكن أنا أعطيها نقاط. الآن. لا 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 لا. حرام. هذه آخرة الشر والوساخة اني بطيحها.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
سلك لي يا شايب ها. Very good.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
والله طرد قوية.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go to easy.
قلنا تسولفين واجد.
Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio.
صعيب
Took
اللعبة.
weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
شكله بيقول لي points Gryffindor.
A word, if you would.
If you're so.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is
صدق
there
والله
in the
توقعتها بتكون
expected? Miss
أسوأ
Onai
كذا.
is a talented witch.
حلوة اللعبة.
Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late.
أنا
Now,
أقوى في
Professor Weasley
النزالات.
has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
شكرا أيها البروفيسور. Good luck for me طبعا.